delicious adobo recipes. There's the traditional chicken adobo. Simple, made with chicken, soy sauce, vinegar, garlic, peppercorns, and bay leaves. There's adobo that varies in color and taste. Adobong dilaw, adobong pula, at adobong puti. At hindi lang lutong chicken or pork. May adobong tahong, adobong kangkong, and chicken feet adobo. The New York Times once shared on Twitter a simple chicken adobo recipe as comfort food to cook in the middle of winter. The Food Network had its own adobo recipe, and there is apparently a Spanish chicken adobo with chocolate. This humble but iconic adobo is not without controversy. Wikipedia says a trade department once announced plans to standardize the most popular Filipino dishes to make them easier to promote, starting with the adobo. Maraming hindi natuwa at binatikos ang plano. The agency did a 180, said it's not mandatory and will only be done as a benchmark to define a basic traditional recipe para malaman kung tunay na Filipino dish pag nasa international setting. The adobo has been honored abroad, was runner-up in the Best Nouveau Street Food in the 2010 LA Street Food Fest. Philippine Primers says Chef Gordon Ramsay picked a pork adobo burger in Good Morning America's Battle of the Burgers in 2017. One can say the mix of flavors and spices of this iconic dish is a perfect foil for the Filipino character. It has certainly come a long way and has endured all this time. Simple or fusion elaborate version, the adobo remains to warm hearts and please palates. And bringing Tatak Pinoy to the world, just a bonus.
Yan ang Pinoy kultura because our culture is cool. Time to celebrate kulturang Pinoy. Tradisyon, musika, sining, literatura at iba pa. Anything and everything fun and Filipino. Ito ang Pinoy kultura.
Ang abakada, sounds that make up Tagalog words, pagbigkas at pagsulat ng mga titik o letra sa Tagalog, the basis for our national language. Steam It, Panahon TV, Tagalog Lang, Metro Scene, and Wiki dig into its evolution. Records start with the baybayin, the alphabet used by the early Filipinos in the 1600s. From the Tagalog root word baybay, meaning to spell, baybayin was apparently derived and influenced by Indic and Javanese scripts. There was also the alibata. Paul Rodriguez Versosa named that in 1914. Was based on the Arabic alphabet from the Maguindanao Moros, but was modified when the Spanish came. The Spanish introduced the Latin and Spanish alphabet called abecedario, the original alphabet of the Catholicized Filipinos. You could say the Romanized version of baybayin. Then the Americans came and introduced the English language and its 26-letter alphabet. Because there was fear of losing the abecedario, the government ordered the adoption of a Tagalog-based national language. They also wanted a dictionary and grammar book. That's where writer and former Senator Lope K. Santos comes in. In 1939, he developed ang Balarila ng Wikang Pambansa. Abacada became the national alphabet from 1940 to 1976. Noong 1976, ang Department of Education, Culture and Sports ay nag-issue ng revised alphabet. Dinagdag ang mga letrang C, CH, F, J, L, N, Q, R, R, V, X at Z. They called it Enriched Alphabet or Pinagyamang Alpabeto. More tweaks follow, and in 1987, the Filipino alphabet was published yet again with 28 letters. What you'd recognize is our modern alphabet. 26 letters from the Latin alphabet and the Spanish N or Enye and NG or nang.
Yan ang Pinoy kultura because our culture is cool.
Serving the Republic of the Philippines for more than 75 years. Ito po ang Presidential Broadcast Service. Pakinggan, panoorin, agaran in real time, o balikan sa pag-scroll up and down. Mga balitang dapat malaman, impormasyong tunay at napakikinabangan. Saan ka man sa buong kapuluan. Bangon sa bagong sigla. Kababayan. Kasama ang social media. Powered broadcaster ng bagong mamamayan. Tapat sa pag-uulat. Ito po ang Presidential Broadcast Service sa Metro Cebu. Radyo Pilipinas, 576 AM.
Oras may galadri sa DYMR Radyo Pilipinas Cebu, alas 9:16 na sa Kabuntagon. Mayong buntag ka natong tanan and welcome diri sa itong tulumanon ang programa Government Online mga higala Lain na sab kita nga adlaw mahigala nga Biyernes sa pizza pizza 15 na sa bulan sa Disyembre tuig 2023. So bani ko kaninyo mga higala, kutob ta alas 9:55 sa buntag mga higala diri lamang sa inyong estasyon ng DYMR Radyo Pilipinas Cebu 576 kHz sa dial sa inyong mga radyo sa AM band. Atong pagtimbay sa tanan nga maabot sa ato ang Sibya mga higala diri sa ato ang pagpanibya sa 576 kHz sa frequency sa atong AM nga mga radyo. And of course, sa ato ang Radyo Pilipinas Cebu nga Facebook page and YouTube channel mga higala. Ato ang ihatod pod karon buntaga mga higala no kay dunay event ang ato ang presidente mga higala karong buntaga no diri sa ato ang pagpanag-uban mga higala. Live ni natong ihatod ang iyahang pagtambong sa inauguration sa Poblacion Water Treatment Plant sa Barangay Poblacion sa Muntinlupa City mga higala. Ang maong Poblacion Water Treatment Plant usa kini ka state-of-the-art membrane-based water treatment facility diin matud pa dunay kini maximum design capacity nga 150 million liters per day mga higala. Ang Maynilad Water Services Incorporated kun Maynilad ni embark ni ini construction sa 11 billion pesos nga facility natong tuig 2021 sa ilaha usab nga tinguha nga patasan pa padaghanon pa mga higala ang water supply alang sa ilahang mga konsumidor ug ingon man makamit sila mga higala sa demand mga higala for potable water sa ilaha usab nga service area mga higala. So this morning tambungan karong buntaga ni Presidente Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. ang maong event gawas pa mga higala no. I think this afternoon siguro ang katuyang schedule nga paglupad paingon usab sa nasod sa Japan mga higala. But this morning ato ang makita no sa live feed gikan sa radio television Malacañang mga higala ang paghatod no pagsugod na sa programa didto sa maong event mga higala sa Muntinlupa City mga higala. So I think this time maghatod una sa iyahang mensahe ato lang i-air Sir June ang programa dito usab sa Muntinlupa City mga higala sa event ni Presidente Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
Workers in the government, ladies and gentlemen, a most wonderful and blessed day to all of us. Isa sa pinakamaigting na paninindigan ng ating mahal na Pangulo ay ang kahalagan ng water. Ngayong taon pa lamang, nabuo na sa liderato ng ating Pangulo ang Water Resources Management Office at ang El Nino Team na magtataguyod sa tagtuyot on a whole government approach sa nagbabadyang tagtuyot at ng mga infrastructure projects na magbibigay ng tubig sa ating mga kabayanan. When the President said that water is the fundamental importance, he meant action. And we are proud to say that MWSS, with the help of its concessionaire, heeded the call of the President. To make this action tangible, the MWSS Board of Trustees approved the water security pillars, which are the foundation of Metro Manila's short to long-term water security solutions, and will provide sufficient water to the needs of the 20 million residents serviced by our 3 concessionaires, even beyond the year 2050. These are now in place and on pace under the President Marcos administration. And today, we are celebrating the foremost short-term water security project, the Poblacion Water Treatment Plant. This project stands as a symbol of the administration foresight and proactive approach because it is the fastest infrastructure project meant to mitigate the effects of El Nino. It will supply a total of 150 million liters per day to the West Concession area. It is imperative to highlight that the Poblacion Water Treatment Plant now stands as the 3rd water treatment facility from the MWSS West Concession area and the 4th on the whole MWSS concession area drawing water from Laguna Lake. We at MWSS are committed in delivering tangible water security solutions, and we are grateful of the President's support in this noble journey. We extend our profound gratitude to the private sector, especially to Maynilad Water Services, our partners for 26 years, whose unwavering support has been instrumental in partnering with the Philippine government to achieve our shared goal of providing water and sanitation for all. The MWSS partnership with the private sector is a testament that public-private partnership work. The will of the government, the expertise and flexibility of the private sector creates our formidable alliance that turn visions and targets into reality. To our local government units and national government agencies, our deepest thanks. At sa Administrasyong Marcos, marami pong salamat sa tiwala at suporta. As the prime advocate and custodian of water security in Metro Manila, Rizal, Bulacan, and portion of Cavite, the MWSS remains steadfast in the commitment to implement projects that will provide clean, potable, and affordable water. Our projects shall contribute to the strategic infrastructure development of the agenda of the President for Build Better More programs. Our projects shall contribute to the upliftment of the Filipino people. Sa inyo pong lahat, marami pong salamat.
Marami pong salamat, Administrator Cleophas. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to give us a better idea of how significant this project is, let us all watch this short video presentation.
Steadfast in its commitment to further strengthen water security and sustainability, Maynilad constructed the 11 billion water treatment plant in Poblacion, Muntinlupa City. The Poblacion Water Treatment Plant is the company's third facility to tap the Laguna Lake as an alternate raw water source to Angat Dam. Designed to produce 115 million liters per day at full capacity, the facility will help to improve water pressure and supply availability for customers in Parañaque, Las Piñas, Muntinlupa, and Cavite. The facility will bolster service reliability for about 1 million customers in the south, where water supply availability tends to be curtailed by shifts in the quality of Laguna Lake, which have been occurring with more frequency due to climate change effects. The Poblacion Treatment Facility converts raw water from Laguna Lake to potable water supply that meets the Department of Health's Philippine National Standards for Drinking Water. It uses a multi-stage treatment process that includes dissolved air flotation, disc cloth filter, biological aerated filter, ultrafiltration, reverse osmosis, and disinfection via chlorination. The Poblacion Water Treatment Plant is part of Maynilad 120 billion Service Enhancement Program from 2023 to 2027. This facility is part of the business plan approved by the MWSS Regulatory Office and Board of Trustees.
Thank you very much. Thank you for that eye-opening and informative video. This facility is part of the business plan approved by the MWSS Board of Trustees and the Regulatory Office. It gives us a broader picture of how this particular facility enhances current water system in the West Concession area and how it will greatly benefit the consuming public. At this juncture, may we request the President to lead the unveiling of the inaugural marker, to be assisted by DNR Secretary Loizaga, Admin Cleofas, Maynilad Chairman MVP, and Maynilad President Ramon Fernandez. By instructions of the President, I have to count us down. 3, 2, 1, go! Thank you so much, Mr. President. Maraming salamat po, mahal na Pangulo. May we request the President for a photo opportunity. I think this will have to be moved. No? Move, ha? Ha? Mamaya pa? Mamaya.
Alright, mahigala, ato lang nga gihuwat, no, ang kuan mahigala, no, kaning paghatod sa mensahe ni Presidente Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. but siyang gyud ang nangulo mahigala sa unveiling sa marker ni ining kuan mahigala, no, Poblacion Water Treatment Plant sa Maynilad nga nagkantidad mahigala og 11 billion pesos ang maong facility and kinig sugdan pagtukod pag 2021 ug karon mahigala ni ginagurahan na sa ato usab nga presidente. Tong paminawon ang mensahe na ni Presidente Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. Mga higala.
Junior.
Thank you, Maritoni Yulo Loizaga, our DNR Secretary. Please take your seats. The Muntinlupa Lone District Representative, Congressman Jaime Fresnedi, Muntinlupa City Mayor Rosano Rufiano Biazon, MWSS Administrator Leonor Cleofas, and of course, our most important partner in all of these endeavors is from the private sector side, the Maynilad Water Services Incorporated Chairman Manny Pangilinan, fellow workers in government, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I am very pleased to be here today, joining you in the inauguration of Maynilad's Poblacion Water Treatment Plant. This will provide clean and potable water to residents in Metro Manila and its surrounding areas. I extend my greetings to our distinguished guests, private partners, local government officials, and community leaders who have played a crucial role in making this project a reality. It is a testament to our shared commitment to water security and sustainability. We stand on the brink of completing this crucial project, a necessity heightened by the current challenge posed by the El Niño phenomenon. Your collective efforts ensure that we exceed the demands of our people in these trying times. With the El Niño projected to last until the second quarter of 2024, we must prioritize the repair of water pipes to prevent leakages and the completion of ongoing water supply projects to ensure that we have adequate supply. And so, let us call upon the pertinent agencies to intensify their vigilance in overseeing the construction of water supply facilities, particularly in regions grappling with water scarcity. As we confront present and future challenges, this project is a testament to the positive outcomes that we might achieve when the public and private sectors unite for the greater good. I invite the private sector once more to further explore opportunities to collaborate with government in addressing our water supply challenges. Let us continue to work together so that we can provide our people with the best quality services that they truly deserve. Water, although we refer to water, the supply of water, as a service, and I am of the view that it is in fact a right of our people to be able to expect their government to put systems into place so that water is available to all households, to industry, to agriculture. These are the main uses of water that we have, and so that we still must continue to develop all our capabilities. The focus has sharpened with the onset, with the forecasted onset of El Nino, which at the very least will be with us over the first quarter of next year. And unfortunately, the latest forecasts show that there is a distinct possibility that it will last until the second quarter of next year. And therefore, we must prepare. We must prepare and learn some of the and apply some of the lessons that we have learned during the pandemic when it came to supply of agricultural products, of food, of the efficiencies of the supply chain. All of this will be affected if our water resources are inadequate. And that is why we have now begun in government a very accelerated effort to prepare for that. We, for all intents and purposes, we have a good buffer until maybe the end of the first quarter. Now, what we need to do is to prepare a further capacity so that should the El Nino extend to the second quarter of next year, we are still, at the very least, able to supply potable water, especially in the urban areas. We are able to supply our agriculture. We are able to supply our industry. And one of the elements that we sometimes do not think about, we think about those major uses of water. We also have to be thinking about our hospitals. Hospitals cannot operate without water. And with the onset of a drought, that will become more and more important as it goes on. And so these are the issues that are confronting us now. But with projects such as these and the further following projects, I was looking at the brief. There is another one here in Mandaluyong, and I think there are 3 more in Cavite. And that is all to the good. And we have to get those facilities built and operating so that we can consider ourselves at least minimally ready for the arrival of the drought that will be coming next year. Now, I do not mean to frighten anyone off, but it is a serious problem. But we are familiar with the capabilities of both private sector and public sector. Put us together, and there's much that we can do. And let us do that so that we have done our duty to the people and continue to provide, as I said, what I consider their right to availability of clean, fresh water. Sa bagong Pilipinas na sinisikap natin na itaguyod ngayon, hiling ko ang pagkikilahok ng bawat isa upang mapatibay ang ating mga infrastruktura at mapabuti ang kalagayan ng ating mga mamamayan. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat sa inyong ginagawa at sa tulong ninyo para sa taong bayan. Mabuhay ang bagong Pilipinas. Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat at Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Maraming salamat, Mahal na Pangulo. With your indulgence, Mr. President, we would like to request for a photo opportunity.
Pangulong Ferdinand kung saan kinilala niya ang mga kapartner ng gobyerno upang matayo itong population water treatment plant. Ito ay malaking tulong ayon sa Pangulo. Anya ay tinatayang mag-extend hanggang second quarter.
Parang kulang din sa tubig yung mukhang kulang sa water yung signal ni Lani.
Ang adequate supply of water. Ipinibutos din sa maayos sa mga
Alright, mga higala, inyong nadungog ang mensahe ni Presidente Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. kay murag kuan mahigala, no? Ang recap ni Miss Melanie Valdos Reyes kay murag choppy siguro kayo ang signal dito sa iyahang nahimutangan, mahigala, no? But right now, no, mahigala, ang pagpahigayon sa photo opportunity, mahigala, kauban ang Presidente, mahigala, no? Sa iyahang pagtambong ni ining inaugurasyon sa Poblacion Water Treatment Plant, mga higala. And matud pa ni Sir Jun, wag hapon klaro, no, ang signal ni Ma'am Melanie, mga higala, no, sa iyahang paghatod og recap, mga higala, sa mga mahinungdanon nga saysay nga mensahe ni Presidente Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., mga higala, no? Kay siya matud pa, mahigala, ang iyahang pagtambong ni ini, no, mahigala, iyahag yung ipahimug-atan again, no, katong previously po nagtambong po siya og another inauguration sa usa ka water facility, mahigala, no, and matud niya pagpangandam kini, mahigala, sa nasod, ilabi na kay kuan, mahigala, no, expect, no, ang dunatay sinati nga epekto usab, mahigala, sa kining El Nino. So matud pa niya, no, nga ang focus karon matud pa has sharpened with the forecasted onset of El Nino, which at the very least will be with us over the first quarter of next year. Unfortunately, the latest forecasts show that there is a distinct possibility that it will last until the second quarter of next year, mga higala. So, kuan, mga higala, no, gipahimug-atan ni PBBM sa iyahang mensahe, mga higala, nga muni ang pagpangandam nato, mga higala, sa epekto unya ni ining kuan, mga higala, no, El Nino next year nga tumasinati hinungdan nga mga dugang pagpangandam, mga higala, ang gikinahanglan sa tuag nasud, mga higala, no, labi na sa tuag water supply sector, and of course, mga higala, ang sa tuwa usab nga kini atong agrikultura sector, sa agrikultura, mga higala, labi na dito sa may Luzon area, mga higala. Alright, napadayon paghapon ang photo opportunity dito sa gipahigayunan sa inauguration ni ining mga water treatment plant, mga higala. Panatong oras na, alas 9:39, palabang na nato, Sir June. Ato ang tingob na lang, Sir June, first o second set sa pahinumdum, mubalik ang programang Government Online.
Uy, nabiktima ka na ba ng fake news sa panahon ng digital media? Learn how to spot fake news. Check the source. Kung di legit, dapat magduda. Check the purpose. Informative or troll post at clickbait lang. Check the ownership. Mapagkakatiwalaan ba ang pinagkukuhanan nito? Check the time and date. Baka naman outdated na yung news na yan, ha? SPOT. Together, let's spot fake news. Tiyakin ang katotohanan, fake news ay labanan.
A friendly message from PCO, DepEd, CHED, DSWD, DILG, PBS, at Radyo Pilipinas.
For 53 years, the people suffered
from heartless communist terrorists
who killed thousands and are killing thousands more.
They destroyed families, our youth, and their dreams.
There should be accountability for human rights abuses and IHL violations. Our people have had enough of this senseless violence.
Thousands have already surrendered
For genuine peace and development.
Together, victory will be ours.
Uy, nabiktima ka na ba ng fake news sa panahon ng digital media? Learn how to spot fake news. Check the source. Kung di legit, dapat magduda. Check the purpose. Informative or troll post at clickbait lang. Check the ownership. Mapagkakatiwalaan ba ang pinagkukuhanan nito? Check the time and date. Baka naman outdated na yung news na yan, ha? SPOT. Together, let's spot fake news. Tiyakin ang katotohanan, fake news ay labanan.
A friendly message from PCO, DepEd, CHED, DSWD, DILG, PBS, at Radyo Pilipinas.
Ilang araw na lang, Pasko na! Ang bilis ng araw, hindi ba? Siguro ay nagsisimula na kayong mamili ng mga panregalo. Kaya narito ang ilang simple shopping tips para sa inyo. Iset ang budget para maiwasan ang overspending. Ilista ang mga re-regaluhan at mga planong bilhin para walang makalimutan. Mamili ng mas maaga para hindi makasabay sa dagsa ng iba pang holiday shoppers at hindi abutan ng mahabang pila sa mga cashier. Kung bibili online, siguraduhing legit ang seller at gawin ang lahat ng pag-i-inquire para hindi mabiktima ng scam. Kung online shopping platforms naman ang inyong option, ugaliing magbasa ng mga reviews para masigurong correct items ang dadating sa inyo. Piliin ring bumili sa seller na may mataas na rating mula sa mga buyers. Maghanap ng items on sale, naka buy one take one o naka bundle para makatipid naman kahit paano. Maging wais na shopper. At tandaan, it's the thought that counts. Your presence is still the best present this holiday season. Isang mensahe mula sa Presidential Broadcast Service at Radyo Pilipinas.
Dengue na mula sa kagat ng lamok ay ating maiiwasan kung 4S ay ating sasagawa at pakikinggan. Search and destroy.
Destroy natin yung mga maaring pamahayan ng lamok sa pamamagitan ng pagtaob sa mga kagamitang maaring pag-ipunan ng tubig at pag-implugan ng lamok.
Self-protection.
Ito ay sa pamamagitan ng pagsuot ng damit na may mahabang manggas o pantalon o maaring paggamit po ng insect repellent.
Seek early consultation.
Unang simptomas pa lang katulad ng pananakit ng tiyan, tuloy-tuloy na pagsusuka, pagdurugo ng gilagid o ilong, pagkapagod o pagkabalisa, dapat po kumonsulta na tayo sa pinakamalapit na health center at doktor.
Support fogging and spraying.
Sa mga lugar lamang na may pagtaas ng kaso ng dengue.
Tayo ang simula. Ugaliing maging malinis sa katawan at malinis sa kapaligiran. Siguradong hindi lamang dengue fever ang maiiwasan. Isang paalala mula sa Radyo Pilipinas.
Time to celebrate kulturang Pinoy. Tradisyon, musika, sining, literatura at iba pa. Anything and everything fun and Filipino. Ito ang Pinoy Kultura.
Naaalala niyo pa ba ang mga katagang ito?
Amoy pawis, amoy araw. Ano ba yan? Puro sugat ka na naman! Bakit wala na naman kapares yung tsinelas mo? Ang dungis mo!
Ma! Tama na! Ayos lang, di ba? Masaya naman tayo naglalaro sa kalye ng sipa, patintero, agawang base, habulan, jolen, trumpo, text, at marami pang iba. Some Filipino games just show how creative we are. All we need are players, and nothing else. Ang saya balikan ng ating kabataan. Kain, tulog, laro, laro, at laro. O ano, game na?
Pagkabilang kong 3, nakatago na kayo!
Yan ang Pinoy Kultura because our culture is cool.
Kini ang Government Online. Kauban si Carmel Matus. Radyo Pilipinas, Cebu.
Balik din ni Mahigala sa itong pagpanauban sa programang Government Online. Oras na to, alas 9:44 na sa Kabuntagon. Ato sigurong soyan, Sir Jun, og air ang katong video, mga higala. No? Doon naman tayo pre-recorded nga interview, video interview, mga higala, kauban ang Regional Director, mga higala, sa Department of Migrant Workers sa Region 7 nga si Attorney Carl Ariola nga nibisita sa atong buhatan dinhi pagka-Lunes, mga higala, no? And ato ang i-kon lang mga higala i-air ni delayed mga higala nga telecast mga higala ang atua usab nga kining pagpakihinabi kaniya personally no ni anhi siya diri sa tong opisina aron usab mahigala nga maghisgot kalabot usab no sa ilahang recently concluded nga job fair last week mahigala, and of course ang mga update usab gikan sa ilahang ahensya, and of course ang tips mahigala nga yang gi-share ngadto sa atong mga job seekers ilabi na sa kadtong mga mangita og trabaho abroad mga higala. So gikan mismo sa ato ang regional director, OIC Regional Director sa ato ang DMW Region 7 ang maghatod mahigala ni ining maong update mga higala. Ready na ka Sir Jun? Okay, atong paminawon mga higala atong pakiginabi kang Attorney Carl Ariola ang Regional Director sa DMW 7 kalabahin sa update gikan sa ilang ahensya. Mahimbutag ka natong tanan, aniya na sab kita sa ito ang line edisyon sa itong government online and palaran kita karong adlaw mahingala nga makauban ang atuang tinugyanan gikan usab sa Department of Migrant Workers Region 7 mahingala ang kinakusgad gyud ang niari no sa atong estasyonan mahingala ang Regional Director mahingala sa ato usab nga DMW7 nga si Attorney Carl Arguola. Attorney, mahimbutag.
Mayang buntag Ma'am Carmel of DYMR Radyo Pilipinas Cebu no og maayong buntag pod sa mga tigpaminaw karon sa Radyo Pilipinas Cebu.
Yes,
Thank you
Attorney.
so much for having me.
Yeah, no, thank you for coming gyud sa among station no for personally coming here. And of course mahigala atong madunggan gikan gyud kang Attorney Ariola ang latest mahigala no nga update. Ilabi na kay just last week na tong Friday gyud mahigala nagpahigayon og overseas kining job fair ang atoa usab nga ahensya. May we know unsay update adto Attorney pila tong hired on the spot that day?
Okay. Actually, that was a very momentous event, no, for the Department of Migrant Workers,
Yes.
Region 7, because it was the first time that our office initiated the very first DMW Region 7 Overseas Job Fair 2023. So,
Yes.
that was a purely overseas job fair. Kay usually kung na mga job fairs
Local.
na ay local, napoy overseas, because ang DMW manggod before kay ang POEA. So mao nang napod ko diri karon Carmel kay also nga to inform our beloved listeners no
Yes.
sa inyong program nga ang POEA nahimo na karon og DMW or the Department of Migrant Workers ang tahanan ng mga OFWs. Mao ni siya ang newest executive department of the government of the Philippines. So that was last Friday no. It was a holiday niya. It was a very good turnout, daghan tag mga job seekers.
Yes.
Yeah, to answer your question, gihatag ni nga report sa atong partner no kung wala sad tay mga partners kaning parehaning the job fair would not be possible without the effort also of Peso Lapu-Lapu City, led by Sir Kim Francisco. So grateful ang Department of Migrant Workers Region 7 sa iyaha o sa iyang team nga to successfully organize and to manifest the very first DMW Region 7 nga job fair.
Yes.
So ang iyang report kisendan ko niya I think that was yesterday. The final report of the DMW Overseas Job Fair na ay mga registered applicants nga 227 and na ay mga kung ato silang i-distinguish by sa ilahang gender, so male or female. So male kay 120 kabuk applicants and female is 107. So nasa tay hard on the spot, no? So interesting kay na siya kay usually manggod basta mga aplikante for overseas.
Yes.
Dili jud kay na daghan ang hired on the spot kay ang mo hire gyud mo decide kung i-hire ba ni ang certain aspiring OFW kay ang foreign employer man. Ang agency is just to also facilitate and
Yes.
also to assist and also to screen those kung kinsay qualified o kinsay qualified o kinsay qualified o kinsay dili qualified. And then but interestingly,
yes,
ubay-ubay pod ang hard on the spot during that job fair. So we are very happy because all are of course female applicants and naitulong nga mga hard on the spot nga on-call cleaners, mga cleaners. And then naay 5 nga mga caregivers. So
yes.
that's 8 hard on the spot all in all. So for first purely overseas job fair,
yes,
I would say, and I'm glad nga for me it was a very successful event.
Yes, tinood na attorney no kay labi na pangulbaan tag mga ahensya kung first nga nato nga big event gyud kayo. But it turned out very successful, attorney. Daghan po ang turnout sa mga job seekers nga nangita og trabaho. But di pasabot mga hingala nga di wa ka na hired on the spot. Wa na kay kahigayunan nga
That is
ma-hired
true.
yun, di ba, attorney? Kay ang uban na for processing pa sa kuan na kanang na cut off na siguro ang oras mo na nga adto na lang po sa ilahang buhatan itiwas ang processing, attorney. Oh, by the way, attorney, unsa yung mga jobs available at that time, attorney?
Of course, as mentioned earlier, na kanang mga cleaners, caregivers, na po ubay-ubay mga nurses, and of course, skilled workers. O nasay, as mentioned, na po yung mga other kanabitang bago nga mga technical skills karon like photographers and videographers.
Yes, especially sa mga cruise liners, attorney, no? Daghan kayo og mangita na ay background on photography and even videography. Asa ni nga mga countries, attorney, sagad?
As mentioned atong pag job fair na other first world countries like Australia. So nasa UK and then of course di dyan na mawala ang Middle East. Middle Eastern countries like UAE, Saudi, and other Middle Eastern countries.
So after, attorney, nga ma-hired on the spot sila, unsay process na niya nila right after?
Of course, they will be assisted by the licensed overseas recruitment agency that facilitated and assisted them, and of course considered them. So the specifics, well, of course, that is the role of the licensed recruitment agencies to inform them of the certain requirements and also the the things that they have to do to prepare especially mga documentation so that they can be deployed legitimately abroad. Mao man ang importante, no? Mao nang naning mga overseas recruitment agencies to assist the Department of Migrant Workers in ensuring that kadong kinsay mga apply abroad ang kanang ilahang gi-applyan abroad kay legit, para di sila ma-scam, di sila ma-illegally recruit o di sila ma-victim.
Okay, mahigala, no, ang tipik sa tuwa usap nga pagpaminaw mahigala, no, sa interview kauban si Attorney Carl Ariola ang mahigala ang Regional Director OIC Regional Director sa Department of Migrant Workers sa Region 7 mga higala, no, sa iyaha usab nga pagbisita dinhi sa tuwa nga pagpanag-uban sa programang Government Online mahigala. Ato lang yang i-upload ang full video ni ini mahigala sa tuang Facebook page aron pod inyong madungog ang dugang paniya nga mga gihatod mahigala nga updates gikan sa ilahang ahensya mahigala. Panuwan ta na hibiling oras mahigala, manamili ta usa ta sa programa kay murag duna pa siguro last set sa pahinumdom Sir June, no, kung unsa lay kayang ma-air mahigala. Manamili ta sa programa nato mahigala, kinlamang si Carmel Matus. Maayong buntag.
Pakinggan, panoorin, agaran in real time, o balikan sa pag-scroll up and down. Mga balitang dapat malaman, impormasyong tunay at napakikinabangan. Saan ka man, sa buong kapuluan. Bangon sa bagong sigla. Kababayan, kasama ang social media. Powered broadcaster ng bagong